Welcome to Yoga for Injured Wrists. I'm Katie Bob Hunt. I first of all want to apologize for the voiceover. The original video I recorded, the sound did not take, so you get the voiceover. So without further ado, let's begin. Go ahead and stand on your mat, feeling the ground beneath your feet. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, stretching tall. Exhale, fold forward over the hips with bent knees, relaxing the spine, letting the head be heavy towards the ground. Rocking left to right, just swaying back and forth. Really surrendering the head down to the ground. Let this feel relaxing. And go ahead and roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Let the head be the last thing to stack at the top. And again, inhale, reaching arms up overhead. Big, yummy stretch. Exhale, fold over bent knees with control. Don't use any of your neck muscles. Just relax all of them. Let the head be heavy. And again, find your body swaying, that your whole spine is dangling down from your hips. Shake your head yes and no. Coming back up, rolling up, one vertebrae at a time. One more time, inhale, big reach and stretch, lift and then fold on your exhale. Keeping your bent knees, but work towards straightening them just a few inches. Maintaining a loose, relaxed neck. And coming back up, rolling the spine, stacking the head on the very top. Now moving to the front of your mat, or wherever is comfortable for you, we're going to start with some standing balance work. So spread your right toes wide and put all or most of the weight in your right leg. Make sure you're not collapsing in the right hip. Stand up tall in that right leg. Up on the tippy toes of the left foot, you can bring your foot in for a low tree. Or you can bring the foot up a little higher below the knee. Find a focus point with your eyes. If you wish to bring your tree higher, you may do that. Pressing the sole of the foot into the thigh. Find a focus point. You can press the palms together at the heart, or take any other hand position you would like. Deep breaths in through the belly. Just gently focusing your eyes on one point. Bring the left knee to center, and then slowly step the foot down with control. Switching sides. Spread the toes of the left foot wide, standing tall on your left leg, not collapsing in the hip. Up on the right toes. You can keep the toes on the ground for a low tree. Focusing the eyes straight ahead on one point. If you'd like to bring the foot higher on the leg, you may do so. Hands can be on the hips or in front of the chest. If you wish to try bringing the foot up higher, you can try that. Press the sole of the foot into the standing thigh. And find that balance of steady pressure and relaxed breath. It should feel sturdy and stable, yet effortless, like you could do it for a very long time. Bringing the right knee to center, keeping the bounce, and then gently lowering the right leg down with control. And relaxing the feet, go ahead and roll the ankles. Roll the toes, the feet, the ankles. Now coming to stand with feet hip width apart. Just some gentle twists. Let the arms be loose. Let them hang from your shoulders. And breathe deeply. Letting the palms gently touch your body when they land. Really swinging and twisting and turning. Let this feel really good. And now come and make your way down to the ground. Find a nice cross-legged, easy seat. Get any props that you need to support you. And we're moving into cat-cow. So exhale, roll back, drop the chin, and then inhale, sit up tall and reach forward with the chest and the heart. Chin looks up, and then back and forth. Inhale, exhale. Finding your breath that is synchronized with your cat-cow. It's okay if it is faster or slower than my pace. Let this feel good. Opening up the spine. Exhale and inhale. And coming to center, switching the cross of the legs. You're now going to move into your lateral flexion, dropping the left hand to the ground, reaching the right arm over the ear. Inhale, up and over to the other side. Inhale, up and over. Move to the other side. Keeping both of your sit bones on the ground. Inhaling up, exhaling over. If you need to use some blocks to make the ground a little bit higher for yourself, get blocks. Swaying back and forth, keeping the spine long and tall. You're just flexing left and right. Deep breath in, big exhale as you fold over. And putting your blocks away, any props you have off to the side. Sit on your mat long ways with your legs stretched out, pulling the left knee in, cross it over the right extended leg, sitting up nice and tall in the spine, twisting to the left as much as you can without using your arms first. And then when you've done that, give yourself support with the left arm behind you, and the right arm grabs the knee and pulls it in, or the right elbow goes to the outside of the left knee and pulls it over to the other side. Inhale, grow tall in the spine, and exhale, twist deeper to the left. Keeping the right foot active, the right ankle flexed, the toes up to the sky. And gently release your twist, twisting to the right side for a gentle counter, and returning the left leg. Bending the right knee in, crossing it over the left leg, placing the foot flat on the floor, sitting up nice and tall. Now twisting and rotating as much as you can to the right without using the arms first. And then once you can go no further, place the right hand behind you for support, being mindful of your wrist and hands. If it is too much to put a wrist or a hand on the ground, you can simply hug that right knee into the chest with both arms. Inhale, lifting tall. Exhale, deepening the twist. Staying very tall in your spine. twisting as deeply as you can on your exhales. And release that twist. Come into a gentle counter twist, being mindful of your wrist or hand, and release the right leg down. Now sitting up tall, you can pull the flesh of your glutes away from your sit bones, tilting the pelvis a little bit forward. Using a block or blankets or a pillow to support your head if you cannot fold all the way down to your shins. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, folding forward with a flat back. Pause here with a long, straight spine. And then on an exhale, come to fold and flex the spine down. Resting your head on a prop if you have it available. It allows you to relax your neck and just sit in that nice forward folding stretch. This calming, relaxing stretch. And breathe into the belly. Feel the belly fill with air on your lap. You could also use your blocks on the sides of your legs to support your upper body. And deep breath in and exhale. Moving the props aside, bringing the knees to bent. You want your shin bones to be parallel with the front of your mat, so when you look down at your legs, you see a triangle. One shin in front of the other, sitting up nice and tall. And again, folding forward at the hip with a flat back. Feeling the stretch through the glutes and the hips. And then on an exhale, folding the spine over completely. Again, using a prop to support your head if it does not reach the ground. Keeping the ankles flexed and active. And deep breaths here, surrendering, melting into this shape. And slowly bringing yourself back up. And taking your time, switching with the cross of your ankles. If you need to rock the knees back and forth, do that for yourself first. And switching your shins, looking down and making sure you see a perfect triangle. And sitting up nice and tall in the spine. Folding, hinging forward at the hips. And then on an exhale, flex and relax and release the spine and forehead down to the ground or a block. If you have a block, there's 3 different heights to experiment with. If you want to reach and walk your hands away from your body with straight arms, you can experience a slightly different sensation. And gently pushing yourself back up. Shaking out the legs. Coming up to your knees. And grabbing any props if you need them. Preparing for a low lunge. Bringing the right knee to the front. The back left knee on a blanket for support. Pointing the left toes down. Think of reaching the pubic bone up towards the belly button. Getting tall in the torso, not collapsing down. But really reaching and lifting up through the front of that left hip. That back left knee and shin and foot should feel grounded down. And from that grounding down, there is a pulling up through the front of that left back hip. Deep breaths into those hips. Bringing the hands to heart center. You can even open your hands up to cactus arms if that feels good. Or you can try putting your arms behind your back for a nice shoulder stretch. Reaching up tall through the torso. And gently switching your legs. Bringing the left leg in front, spreading the toes wide. The back right foot is pointed. The top side of the foot is to the ground. And from the back knee, through the shin, through the foot, feel that pressing down in the ground. And from that pressing down, lifting up and pulling up through the front of that right hip. Keeping the hips square and level to the front of your mat. Reaching the arms up overhead to get length through the rib cage. Interlacing the fingers, steepling the index finger up to the sky. knitting the ribs in, pulling the belly in. Keeping a firmness in your body and your legs. And release the hands. Gently step out of your lunge. Readjusting your props, coming into a wide-kneed child's pose. Any variation of child's pose where you feel like you can rest and relax. Deep stretch in the hips. And inhaling, coming out of your child's pose, rolling forward on your hips, come to your belly. We're moving into Sphinx pose, which is a nice back bend. Pressing the pubic bone down into the ground and lifting it up towards the belly button. Lengthening the tailbone long as if it is pulling down towards your feet. Pressing the forearms, elbows, and palms down into the ground. Lifting up the right leg, pulling it back long. Lifting up the left leg, pulling it long, and then setting them back down. The downward pressure of the elbows so that you can stand tall in that shoulder joint. And lift up with the chest and lift forward with the chest. Feel as though you are dragging your forearms down into the ground and towards your hips, even though they will not move on the ground. In turn, as your arm bones, your upper arm bones go back, feel the chest reaching and crawling forward through your arms. The head stays looking forward or slightly down, keeping the breath easy. And as you breathe, filling up the low belly as that presses into the ground. Long, slow, deep breaths. And release, relax. Let your arms be a pillow for your head. And shaking and rocking the hips back and forth. releasing any tension in the back and in the legs. And from here, stretching the arms out in front of you, moving into a variation of locust pose. Facing the ground, you're going to lift the right arm and the left leg simultaneously and hold. Not looking up, but facing the ground, lifting the back of the head up to the ceiling. But keeping the left leg straight and firm. And relax everything to the ground. Switching sides, lifting the right leg up and the left arm up, peeling the chest off the ground, pressing the back of the head into the ceiling, keeping the back of the neck long, being very mindful of your wrist or hand injury. And release to the ground. Back to the other side, lifting the right arm, the left leg, facing the ground, but lifting the back of the head up. Let the leg come off the ground with a straight knee. And release to the ground. Other side, left arm lifts, right leg lifts. Really reaching and peeling the chest off the ground, facing the ground, holding strong, and release. Letting the arms be a pillow for the head, rocking the hips back and forth. And making your way up. We're coming into a side plank. Right arm down, laying on your right side. Stacking the right shoulder over the right elbow. Left leg on top of right leg. And come into your side plank. Hold strong here. Pulling the belly in. Lifting the front of the pubic bone. And release down to the ground. Switching and rolling over to the other side. Left arm down. Keeping the ankles flexed, the toes active, holding up into your plank. Breathing, pulling the belly in, firm legs, tailbone reaching long down towards your heels, and release. Moving into a wide leg seated straddle, knees and toes pointing up. Sitting very tall in the spine. We're just going to do some body rocking. Hinging forward at the hips, and then using the legs and back to press and pull back up. If you have the mobility to go lower, you may use your arms to help press you back up. keeping the toes to the sky, the legs firm and straight. Feeling a nice stretch on your inner thighs and groin. Firm legs. And just rocking it back and forth. Moving very slowly in a very controlled manner. And inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, strong, coming back up. You feel like your hips and legs are opening up. You can go deeper. Being mindful and gentle with the wrist. And very gently using your hands to help bend your knees, bringing the soles of the feet together. Keeping your hands on your ankles, sitting up nice and tall. Pulling the heels as close in as you can. Feel free to stay here in this position, but if you would like to lean forward and come to bounce on the outer edges of your feet, you may do so. Stabilizing on your fingertips, hips lift off the ground, or just stay seated on the ground with the soles of the feet together. Stretching and reaching forward with the torso. And sitting back on your hips, moving the soles of the feet away from you, and coming into a nice deep forward fold. Again, using any props if you would like them or need them. Get comfortable, whatever works for you here. And begin to sway left and right, back and forth. Deep, long, slow breaths. And now plant your left elbow on the ground, keeping the spine long and pressing the right elbow down into the right knee, allowing for a mild twist. Center and twist. Downward pressure of the right elbow onto the right knee, keeping that spine long and straight with a slight rotation. If you want more and your wrist and hand are safe to do so, you could press down with the palm. Switching sides, placing the right elbow down on the ground in front of the shin. Now taking the left elbow and pressing down into that left knee and twisting to the left. Keeping the spine long so you're not hunched over. Think of getting tall first, lengthening the spine, and then add the rotation. And pushing yourself back up to center, gently rocking the knees, relaxing the hips. And from here, we're going to move into the soles of the feet, interlacing like you would interlace your fingers. So taking your toes, weave them together. This one is from my dear friend Gabby, an amazing yoga teacher, interlacing the toes together. Feeling that seal, that bond, that connection. And now interlacing the fingers at the chest. Close your eyes and experience this brand new sensation in your body. Feel the joy that is this sensation, that is this moment right here and right now. Allow yourself to smile. And releasing the hands, go ahead and unweave your toes. Massage your feet. And go ahead and give your legs a massage. Rubbing, massaging gently, and kindly touching your body. Giving thanks to your body, celebrating your body for showing up today, for doing this practice, giving yourself a hug and a squeeze, massaging the arms, the wrists, the forearms, the shoulders and traps, the neck. Touch and love on your face and your head, your chest, your lats, your low back, your glutes, and come to your easy seat. Find stillness and give yourself thanks today for showing up and practicing, even if you may have an injury that you're working with. I thank you very much for taking this class today, and I thank you for listening to the voiceover. I hope to see you again very soon.